I hope you have your guitar out, tuned to standard pitch. And I hope you have a notebook or binder, or at the very least a piece of paper and something to write with. So today's lesson is essentially on beginning to work with other major keys. Everything we've been doing in the lesson series has been working with the key of C major. And by that, all of our root notes for our chords have been notes that are in the C major scale. And the chords we've been playing are what's known as the scale tone chords for the key of C major. What we're going to do is we're going to start to look at some other major keys. I would like you to start with the G major scale. And the first thing I want you to do is I want you to sort of play the notes of the scale on each string. So now what we want to do is we want to go to the next level, and we want to start applying our scale tone chords. And this shouldn't be too difficult for you. If we start with our root note on the E string, we have our G at the 3rd fret, and that's major. That's our 1 chord. Now our 2 chord is A minor. So we'll move up to the 5th fret and play our minor chord. Our 3 chord is B minor. So we just need to slide this up 2 frets. So our root note is at the 7th fret on the E string. And now we have B minor. The 4 chord is C major. So we're going to move up 1 fret from the 7th fret to the 8th fret and apply our minor chord fingering. We now have the C chord, which is the 4 chord. The next chord is D major, and that's our 5 chord. So we just need to slide our chord up 2 frets, and now we have our D major chord. Our E minor chord is the 6th chord. So we have options because we have a couple different E notes on the E string that we've been working with. So I can either go up to the 12th fret and play my minor chord voicing, or I can choose the open E to play my minor chord voicing. And finally, the 7 chord is the F sharp diminished chord. And we're not going to play that chord right now, but it's important for you to know that that F sharp note is at the 2nd fret. So when we move this to our root notes being on the B string, now we must find our G chord, our G root note, which hopefully by now you know is at the 8th fret on the E string. I don't think I need to cover every string. I think by now you understand. So from there, we want to do the same thing, and we want to use our root notes on the G string. Once we have worked with these chords enough to where we can get comfortable, now we want to start to try to apply our chord progressions in the key of G. And the important thing to understand is these chord progressions will work in any major key. So that's it. Put in your time, put in your work, and I hope to see you at the next lesson. Peace.